Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, and this is the NBA DFS video for today. In this video, I'll be going over the recap of yesterday's picks, talking about the injuries in play for tonight's slate, and then going over my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for tonight's slate as well. We'll get started off with yesterday's picks. It was a 3-game slate, a lot smaller slate, but overall did pretty well actually. So, play a lot of 76ers on the DraftKings side. Tyrese Maxey, $6,200. Looking for 31 points out. He got to 49.25, so he was a hit. Shake Milton, who I did put in there after Danny Green was not in the starting lineup, so hopefully you guys all caught that update. But he was $5,200. Looking for 26 points out of him. He got to 34, so he was a hit. Then we had Korkmaz. He's $4,900, looking for 25 points out of him. He only got to 19.25. He was a miss. He actually ended up playing 45 minutes in this game, which is flat out ridiculous, but only 2 for 18 from the field. Just had a poor night shooting overall. Then in power forward was Bobby Portis, $5,400, looking for 27 points out of him. He got to 44, so he's a massive hit as well. And then last but not least, Andre Drummond, $7,700, 52.5 points. He was a hit once again. We were only looking for about 38, 39 points out of him overall on the day. So pretty solid day overall on the DraftKings side. On the FanDuel side, had Tyrese Maxey once again, $6,600, looking for 33 points out of him. Got to 49, so he was a hit. And then Korkmaz once again, $5,200, looking for 26 points out of him. He got to 18.5. He's a miss. We already talked about the reasons why on the DraftKings side. Then I had Bogdan Bogdanovic. He ended up not playing, obviously, so I did post the pivot there. So I said you could play Kevin Huerter, who's going to start instead of him, or Robert Covington. So if you went the Kevin Huerter route, he was $3,600, looking for 18 points out of him. He got to 40.1, so he was a massive hit right there. If you went the Robert Covington route, he was also $4,800. Same price tag as Bogdanovic. He got to 25 points, so he was also a hit. So either way you went, turned out pretty well. Then Bobby Portis, $5,800, looking for 29 points out of him, got to 41.5, so he was a hit. And then last but not least, Andre Drummond once again, $7,200, looking for 36 points out of him, got to 51.5, so he was a hit as well. So pretty solid day overall on both sites outside of that Korkmaz miss. But with that being said, we'll get moved over into the injuries for tonight's slate, and it's a lot bigger slate. It's got 13 games. Sometimes it's kind of annoying how the NBA does this. They'll go from like a 3-game slate to like 11, 12, 13-game slate. But it definitely makes things interesting in DFS, especially when we get all this news coming out and everything like that. So we're going to start off with the Washington Wizards. They are without Bertans, Thomas Bryant, and Rui Hachimura once again, so no major changes there. Cleveland Cavaliers, the big one now is Colin Sexton is out, and he's expected out for a while. I believe they said he tore his meniscus. Lauri Markkanen, Kevin Love, both still out. Okoro could be back today. We'll just have to see if he's playing or not. The lineup they have right here now is Ricky Rubio, Darius Garland, Okoro, Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Knowing the Cavaliers, will probably be some crazy lineup where it's like Darius Garland, Okoro, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen, but we'll just have to see at this point in time. Brooklyn Nets just without Claxton and Irvin once again, so no changes at all there. Orlando Magic still missing the same 4 guys of Michael Carter-Williams, Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, and Ejuan Moore, so no changes there at all either. Toronto Raptors, same as the last time out. Kem Birch and Watanabe both still out. Then Jaylen Brown's out, and then Thomas is out as well for the Celtics. I think he must have just recently joined the team because I don't think he was on their roster before that, but no real changes there. Then we move down to the Detroit Pistons, who just have Killian Hayes listed as a game-time decision, but expected to play. Houston Rockets, John Wall's out once again. Kevin Porter's a little bit banged up. I believe it was a thigh or an ankle. I can't remember off the top of my head, but could explain why he didn't play as good the last time out. Obviously, if he misses, shakes things up just a little bit. Then we move down to the Bucks, who are without Dante DiVincenzo and Chris Middleton once again. Brook Lopez unlikely to play, so no major changes there from what we saw yesterday. For the New York Knicks, we got Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel, both questionable to play. Noel did leave that game the last time out. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, just Trey Mann listed as questionable to play. He's not a major part of the rotation by any means, so no real concerns there. Then we had the Pelicans without Zion Williamson, and then Herbert Jones and Brandon Ingram are both questionable to play once again. They've both been out for quite a while at this point in time. For the Dallas Mavericks, Maxi Kleber out once again, no changes there. The Bulls are exactly the same with just Kobe White and Patrick Williams out. The Hornets are just missing PJ Washington once again, so no real changes there. Memphis Grizzlies, Tilly and Pons are both out. Williams and Brooks are both questionable to play. If Dylan Brooks comes back, that's going to shake things up just a little bit. For the Sacramento Kings, Halliburton and Davis are both questionable to play. Obviously, Halliburton did miss the last time out. If he doesn't play it, ends up changing this lineup quite a bit. On the Spurs side, Jakob Poeltl and Zach Collins are both out once again. Bates Diop is a game-time decision, but expected to play. For the Pacers, TJ Warren's still out. Jackson and Brogdon, both game time decisions, but both expected to play at this point in time. Then for the Nuggets, this is going to be a major value spot is Michael Porter Jr.'s out. Jamal Murray's still out. Nikola Jokic is suspended for this game for his fight with Markieff Morris. Kankar's still out. We don't really care too much about Kankar. But Monte Morris is a game time decision, but expected to play. So you got some value here with Michael Porter Jr. and Jokic both not playing. Probably seeing JaMychal Green in that starting center role. Might even see a little bit of Bol today, and he's at the bare minimum on the DraftKings side. So definitely some good options there overall for the Denver Nuggets in terms of value on tonight's slate. The Trailblazers are all the way healthy. The Phoenix Suns are without Ayton and Dario Saric once again, so we'll see some JaVale McGee. We'll see some Frank Kaminsky. They're starting to get priced up a little bit more, so not quite the values that they were earlier on in the year. Then Landry Shamet is a game-time decision, but expected to play. The Minnesota Timberwolves are all the way healthy. The Golden State Warriors are missing Wiseman and Thompson once again, and then Otto Porter Jr. is questionable to play. For the Miami Heat, they are without Victor Oladipo and Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris obviously was in that fight. Supposedly his jaw or head or something like that's a little sore too. Not sure if he got suspended as well. I'll have to look that up, see if he did or not. PJ Tucker, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo are all listed as questionable for this game. We'll see who ends up playing out of that. If a couple of them missed, there could be a ton of value opening up late on this slate. So this could be a nice little slate to do some late swap with some of that value that's on the Nuggets side and some of the value that's potentially there for the Heat tonight. Max Strus and Caleb Martin are both game time decisions, but expected to play. For the Lakers, missing Kendrick Nunn, LeBron James, Talen Horton-Tucker, Trevor Ariza once again. Same four guys out. Then Rajon Rondo, Austin Reeves are both questionable to play. Anthony Davis is probable tonight. But that's a quick little rundown, as quick as I can make it, at least for a 13-game slate on all the injuries in play for tonight. There's quite a few of them, so definitely be checking up on them throughout the day. I'll be leaving comments down below, letting you guys know all the injury updates as well as the starting lineups for tonight's slate. But with that being said, we'll get moving over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So at the point guard position, I'm going with Darius Garland, $6,600, looking for 33 points out of him, averaging 32 on the season. Pretty good pace-up spot against the Wizards here. No Colin Sexton for the foreseeable future, so Darius Garland's going to get a little bit of a bump up there. Should definitely help him out. I have him projected for 35 points tonight. Then at shooting guard, going with Will Barton. We played him the last time he played, $6,300, looking for 32 points out of him, averaging almost 33 on the season. No Nikola Jokic, no Michael Porter Jr., still no Jamal Murray. Pretty simple there. He's going to have to be one of their main point scorers on offense tonight. He's going to get his shot up more times than not. Definitely has potential to be a big game for him. I currently have him projected for 34 points tonight. Definitely has some upside for more, though. Then at small forward, we're going right back to Denny Advia. Played him the last time he was out there. Been getting the minutes ever since Davis Bertans is not in the rotation since he's out. $3,300, so his price tag actually dropped. We're looking for 16, 17 points out of him, averaging about 17.5 on the season. I am projected for 19 points in tonight's game. Then going right back to Bobby Portis today, his price tag only went up $100. He's been playing, he's been starting, he's been getting the minutes. Pretty much everything good we can say about Bobby Portis, it's all there. And the thing with Bobby Portis too is him and Giannis are pretty much the only two centers that the Bucks have, so he's going to stagger with Giannis too. So like the 12 minutes a game that Giannis is not out there, he's going to be out there playing that center position. So his rates are going to be a little bit better when Giannis is out there, although Giannis does help him out quite a bit as well. But with Bobby Portis here, you're looking for 27, 28 points. I got him projected for about 32 in this game tonight. Definitely should be a solid value once again. Then last but not least, at the center position, we got JaMychal Green. I'm assuming he's in this starting lineup. Could end up being Bol. Maybe you switch to him if Bol ends up starting. But JaMychal Green, $3,200. Looking for 16 points out of him, averaging just over 11 on the season, but he should be playing bigger minutes tonight. Definitely should have a role on this team. And for $3,200, looking like one of the better value plays overall on tonight's slate. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the DraftKings side, you'll have $25,100 left over, just over $8,300 per player. So you can definitely pay up for a guy, but I will mention that there is a lot of high-priced players on this slate and a lot of guys that are typical pay-up options. They're all priced like $1,000 more than they usually would be, so maybe not the best to do that. Maybe you try to stick to a lot of guys around that $8,300 range, kind of balance your build overall. But with that being said, we'll move over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So at the point guard position, we're going right back to Terry Rozier. $5,300, looking for 26, 27 points out of him, averaging 25 on the season. Got us over 30 the last time out. Got him projected for about 30 in this game as well tonight. Then at shooting guard, once again, it's Will Barton. $6,000 looking for 30 points out of him, averaging almost 33 on the season on the FanDuel side. Got him projected for exactly 33 tonight as well. Then we move down to small forward, and this is by far the worst looking position on the FanDuel side today. So I got Mikal Bridges, $5,000, looking for about 25 points out of him, averaging about 25.5 on the season. I have him projected for 26 tonight. Should be a matchup that he's out there getting some pretty good minutes, especially against this Trailblazers team overall. Then going back to Bobby Portis at power forward, his price did not move from yesterday. $5,800, looking for 29 points out of him. I do have him projected for 31 points in this game. Definitely has some upside for more, as I did mention on the DraftKings side as well. Then last but not least, we're going to that center position. We're going to Thaddeus Young. $4,600, looking for 23 points out of him. He's been playing very well lately. Been playing a lot of those center minutes. They're going against the Kings. Kings don't have the biggest centers in the world unless you include Alex Len. But if it's Tristan Thompson, if it's Rashawn Holmes out there, Thaddeus Young's not going to be like super overpowered in that matchup because both those guys are not the biggest guys in the world either. So Thaddeus Young looking like a pretty solid play. I do have him projected for 26 points tonight. Definitely has a little bit of upside for more as well. But if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $33,300 remaining, just over $8,300 per player, which is kind of ironic, pretty similar to the DraftKings side. You can definitely pay up for some studs on this slate as well. They're not quite as overpriced as on the DraftKings side. You can definitely mix and match, see what works best for you tonight. But with that being said, these are my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for today, November 10th. As always, if you have any other questions related to NBA DFS for tonight's slate, definitely be sure to leave them down in the comments below and I will respond to them as quickly as possible. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams if you're into that as well. And then with that being said, if you are a new or current subscriber who's yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. And like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special little shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.